They're not playing nice pool anymore. Today, folks, we're talking in this video about Blake Lively and her husband, Ryan Reynolds. They are in a whole bunch of trouble because the drama mama herself has turned her career as well as Marvel into Amber Heard 2.0. Now, even Hollywood celebrities are running to stay clear of Blake Lively. Today, we'll tell you why it's likely Disney is ready to part absolute ways. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Pro Channel. We love it when you are joined with us. We consider it an honor and a joy, as always. Folks, consider clicking the like button. Today, we're going to be talking about what happens when drama escapes and blows up all over the internet, especially for celebrities, and especially when it is of their own volition. Folks, this is not a cut and dry situation with Blake Lively. No, she had the chance to perhaps make this be more of a private affair, but going public was the name of the game, and you can take a side. You can decide that it's the dude who was rude, but whatever you might assume, well, Disney is screwed because it turns out Blake Lively happens to be married to Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds is one of the few things working for Marvel, and now all of this could tarnish in a way that Disney has not seen since Johnny Depp. Folks, hang tight. Let's get the panel, click the like button, and let's get started. Take a look at this. It's out of Yahoo Entertainment by Courtney Ciandella. It says Blake Lively loses over 1.2 million Instagram followers, while Justin Baldoni has gained amid their feud. And that's no surprise because Baldoni, of course, had less followers, so thus the conflict is causing him to rise. Here's what it says.
I have no idea what's going on here. I didn't know anything about this, so this is interesting.
You don't Google. I thought you Googled Blake Lively every night.
No. I have no idea.
Okay. In the era of A-list stars drastically losing Instagram followers over public backlash, Kim Kardashian, Snoop Dogg, and Selena the Children Gomez, Blake Lively is the latest celeb to see a dramatic dip in her follower count. According to the experts at QR Code Generator, the actress's fan base on social media has plummeted by over 1.2 million in recent months, and it's suspected that her drama with her It Ends With Us co-star and the film's director, Justin Baldoni, is to blame. It goes through the timeline of what's been happening, but essentially, Blake Lively has got into it with a director, producer, whoever this guy is that was over her movie, and the movie is not a big-time thing. It's turned into a major cat fight, and the problem is she's not coming out looking very all right as it goes on and on. As it drags on, it's been messy. It's not forthright. It's not clear exactly what it is that she's angry about when the evidence comes out. And because of that, people are beginning to make the Amber Heard comparison. The problem for Disney is they've already had the Amber Heard situation. They don't want to do it again. They already lost Johnny Depp in the Pirates franchise. They don't want to say goodbye to Deadpool and Ryan Reynolds. And this nice pool thing is now starting to blow up. Panel, what say you when it comes to the Blake Lively feud? Is this yet another sign that you need to keep it out of the internet and maybe find a way to get along?
You know, it's an interesting thing here where people start making statements online that they think they're going to do it with impunity. They think that it will never be responded to. When you look at this Blake Lively situation, you've got somebody who decides to air all of their grievances in the court of public opinion, thinking that they won't be responded to. And Justin Baldoni waited for a long time before he let people say he let Blake Lively say all the dumb things that she was going to say, it sounds like untrue things. I mean, right now I'm of the opinion that Baldoni is probably correct. Maybe he's not 100% correct, but seems to be that he's holding a lot of cards that he waited to play. And then he comes out, he's got a great lawyer, and throws down the receipts and makes her look foolish. It makes her look like a liar. And not only takes, what's her name? Not Amber Heard, Blake Lively down, but also maybe her husband. I think that this is something where she thought that she could get away with lying for a very long time and take the advantage of her position and destroy somebody with impunity. So
and now it's getting onto Disney, right? Because now the question is, did Disney participate in a bullying campaign by virtue of the fact that it's looking more and more likely that this nice pool character was a way to mock the person that she was getting ready to go after legally and publicly. And that Disney can't like this, especially at a time when Marvel is struggling.
Yeah, I would say this. First and foremost, this type of campaign style that she was doing, you have to examine her motivations, right? I mean, beside her new mean girl look that she's been able to put together despite not wanting to, I would imagine. She's always kind of been part of a I have your back crew, including Taylor Swift and a few others. This is political celebrity garbage, but her motivations here were to acquire this property from Wayfarer, if not to acquire Wayfarer away from Baldoni to begin with. This is a book series that is likely that Wayfarer actually owns, that is likely to make more and more of these movies. It ends with us. It seems to be very popular. There's a lot to work with. And if you were going to try to acquire something, one of the ways you could go about doing it is destroying the person that has it now. I would imagine that as Ryan Reynolds reboots or tries to reacquire his what was that thing? Maximum Effort marketing and production company. I think that if he's able to do that, which it sounds like he is, he's gonna need stuff to produce and or to promote. This is a very strange situation. Blake is pretty much as evil as she's being portrayed, and the evidence, which is now documented in a website. If you haven't gone through there, enjoy, and you'll find what Jonas alluded to, the fact that she's a pretty bad person, and she's lying about almost everything. He's got open frame shots of basically the production of this film. So at every point in time, she can feel how she feels, but he didn't do anything overtly to encourage or generate those feelings in her. And her portrayal of events is just being shown to be wrong at every step. This is not looking good for Blake. This was a dumb thing to do. And especially at a time when she's trying to, become more relevant in cinema. And this latest film that she's in right now isn't playing very well. Let's just put it that way. So anyway, just to jump in there, I think I think she is being dismantled, and unfortunately, I think that is going to actually extend to Ryan as well, which I hate because I like Ryan a lot.
And to jump in real fast, the other thing about this, as you can see on the screen we've got there, this is starting to get other celebrities in positions they don't want to be in, like Anna Kendrick, for example. Yep. They don't want to be involved. Let's go to this. This is the interview that Anna Kendrick did while she was on the red carpet. Variety, of course, asking the question. Folks, here's what Anna Kendrick had to say. As you watch it, yes, she is a media master when it comes to the answer, but also pay attention that she does not come to the defense, and compare this to how Hollywood reacted in the Amber Heard situation. They've become more savvy. Here's what she had to say to Variety.
Yeah, so now the other thing I want to ask you, how do you feel like how does it feel like the movie's being impacted kind of by everything happening around going on in the world?
Why would happen? I did ayahuasca and the last year of my life is just gone, but I've heard the movie's amazing.
Wait, thank you.
And then walks away.
Yep.
So I would say, Vash, I think Hollywood learned a lesson. I think they learned a lesson from that Johnny Depp thing, and they're hedging their bets this time.
Yeah, the optics are bad, right, Tyler? I mean, I know you've seen your share of red carpets and events like that, being interviewed by people, before things.
Oh yeah,
you got to have that kind of media savvy nowadays, don't you?
Absolutely. And I had some pretty good teachers.
Yeah, obviously.
Sometimes those lessons are harder than they should be. You never know.
But I'll have to say, she handled that beautifully. I mean, that was wonderful.
You weren't going to get any soundbite out of Anna Kendrick, and she handled that as pretty gracefully as you possibly could. Faced with a situation like that, she understands that whatever she says is tomorrow's headline. So there's no way that's going to be, on her doorstep right there. But yeah, that film that you were talking about, Culture, Another Simple Favor. I think you're right, bro. This is starting to affect others in this industry, and as it does, you're going to see a response from the industry going, maybe we don't want to be associated with that because I don't want to face, horrible questions on the red carpet premieres like Anna Kendrick just did, or in other circumstances.
Absolutely. So we'll pay attention to it, folks. We'll keep on this one, but it looks like for right now, Hollywood learned a lesson over the last few years, and the immediate jump to defend is not there. The win was not automatic for Blake Lively, and it could be that this actually slimes. Ryan Reynolds gets Disney in even more trouble And they're not going to like that, not for a minute. They're going to double down on trying to get away as fast as they can from Deadpool controversy at a time when Marvel does not need any more reason to suffer or go down. Folks, it's time to bid you adieu, but we hope that you will help us anew. And that is, we're only asking you click that like button. Share, subscribe, click it, stick it to those algorithms. It is the notification bell, and drop a comment down below. And oh, by the way, have you gone the way of thatparkplace.com? www.thatparkplace.com. It's the website that if you're not yet bookmarked to, well, you should be. A bastion of truth and knowledge when it comes to entertainment and everything that's going on. Go check it out today, folks. We would love to have you over there as well. All right, we are getting ready to head out, but do not fret, for we will put out 4 more videos tomorrow, so long as the good Lord allows. And we believe that probably, just might, happen. All right, until the next time we get to share time with you, keep learning, keep growing, and as always, keep having fun.
Jump into the water.
Why listen to music made by people and companies who really don't like you? Check out Vacation Radio today and prepare for all new content made by the people behind the WDW Pro Channel. It's the place you need for all the music. That should be fun. Hundreds of songs, every genre you can imagine. Listen live on YouTube and enjoy a set list that's always sunny. It's Vacation Radio. What are you waiting for? Every WDW Pro video has a link to Vacation Radio in the video description. Try it out and subscribe today.